Hello and welcome. Thanks for coming over to Reddit City. Today we're going to go over lots of random facts you didn't know that you probably need or don't need to know. Enjoy. When a Viking received a gut wound, they would be fed strong onion soup. After some time, someone would smell the wounds elsewhere on their body. If they smelled like onions, there was damage to the intestines and no chance of saving them. That is pretty ingenious tbh. It's safe and effective. Also, their understanding of human anatomy was pretty decent too. I would not be in the mood for soup after being stabbed in the stomach. Penguins have an organ above their eye that converts salt water into fresh water. Ladies and gentlemen, we have solved the freshwater crisis. Found out how to make water not vegan. Squid brains are donut shaped, and their esophagus runs through it. If a squid eats something too big, it can get brain damage. I would be a real dumb squid. That's why Squidward's always so pissed. He has to cut all his food into tiny pieces, which takes ages at it. I understand now that Squidward is an octopus. Please stop commenting that. The ancestors of modern horses evolved in the Americas, then migrated to Asia and died out in the Americas due to an unsuitable climate. Thousands of years later, escaped Spanish colonial horses would repopulate their American plains with modern horses, who could now enjoy the perfect environment that their ancestors first evolved in all those years ago. Each pineapple takes 1.53 years to grow. They really grow out of each other too. I thought that was just a wallpaper pattern until I went to Hawaii and visited a plantation. You can grow a new one out of the top of one you're eating if you keep enough of it intact. Also, it's one of only 2 members of the bromeliad family that are edible. The other is not commercially viable for crops. Can confirm all of this. My dad is growing his own pineapple from one he ate about a year ago. It's really cool. Crows hold grudges. Once they identified the suspect in question, they would threaten them by diving down and swarming the person that they had felt threatened by years before. I've heard really cool things about crows. One crow that was harassed by a specific person will convince lots of crows to attack that same person if they are seen later. Conversely, if a crow likes a person, they will bring them shiny things and trinkets, and even convince other crows to do the same. I once heard can't recall, a story about a man who fed crows bread. They would bring him coins, rings, watches, all sorts of things. He stopped when they started bringing him human teeth. I wouldn't have. Dirt smells extra smelly when it rains because humans have evolved to detect moisture in the ground, and in ancient times we would use that scent of wet dirt to find more sources of water. The most dangerous snake in the world is the inland tapir, which has a venom lethal enough to kill 150,000 rats in one bite's worth. To put that in perspective, that's one snake bite being enough to kill 30 men the size of Shaq. Despite this, most zookeepers consider it a very easy animal to handle due to its placid nature. But I just don't want this snake. Greeks who settled in modern Iran, Alexandria Eshet, battled the Han Chinese for horses. It also possibly led to the Silk Road's formation. The Chinese wanted the Greeks' horses to fight the Mongols' Xiongnu, as they were ideal for war. China demanded them in tribute and offered to pay for them, but the Greeks refused. The Han Emperor decided to collect them by force. 20,000 infantry and 6,000 cavalry set out on the long journey. On the long journey, General Li Guangli got into multiple petty conflicts in trying to get supplies, and his force dwindled to only a fraction of what they had. The Greeks refused and there really wasn't anything China could do, so the emperor triples the amount of men for the next journey like an absolute Chad. 60,000 soldiers and 100,000 oxen made their way. Along the way, the cities that once fought him now cooperated. Still, Li lost half his soldiers to desert exposure. The Greeks fought for a while, but the Chinese ultimately broke through the outer wall. The nobles assassinated their king and offered as many horses as the Chinese would like. 6,000. Their victory made the city-states along the way assimilate into the Han dynasty and led to new puppet states outside of that. This was likely what opened up the Silk Road. Castle spiral staircases always go in the same direction. The reason for this being that most people are right-handed, so it gives you an advantage fighting down the stairs over the guy trying to fight his way up. The stairs are spiraled to prevent mounted cavalry taking a horse up them and trampling everyone. Pornhub has a model achievement program where they give you special awards if your Pornhub channel reaches a certain amount of subscribers, just like YouTube does copied from their website. When you reach 50,000 subscribers, you'll get one of our highly coveted, often imitated, never replicated Pornhub varsity jackets, along with 2 sweet 50k subscribers embroidered patches, one for your jacket, and one for anything else you like. The Pornhub varsity jacket modeled by the lovely Haley Dallas. When you hit 100,000 subscribers, you'll receive a personalized Pornhub bronze plaque, along with 2 100k subscribers patches. At 200,000 subscribers, you get a personalized Pornhub silver plaque and 2 200k subscribers patches. And when you reach 500,000 subscribers, you'll be the proud owner of a personalized Pornhub gold plaque, and you can show off with 2 500k subscribers patches. The Netherlands is one of the top exporters of agricultural products. They make about $79 billion, which puts it in second place underneath the US with a whopping $118.30 billion. The Netherlands is this high because of their high value production, which is mainly live plants and flowers. They supply about half of the global live plants. They also are the leading supplier of tomatoes and chilies. Pretty impressive for such a small country if you'd ask me. Around the 1400s, I believe, the word girl used to be a gender-neutral term for people, usually babies and sometimes even toddlers, but this was used for all ages. They also have different terms used for male and female. Males were something along the lines of knave girls, while females were gay girls. Yes, gay girls. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I learned this about a year ago, so my memory about this is a little rusty. Edit, I should have classified this before, but this was not to offend any females in any way, shape, or form. I am, in fact, a female myself. I just remembered this fact and wanted to share it. What would you do with this money if it was provided to you? Comment down below. I will give the best commenter a giveaway prize. Go ahead, be creative. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Be sure to subscribe and be a part of the Reddit City community. Until next time.